My name is Susie and I'm with Yoga for Change. We're going to do a couple balancing postures in this practice that are really good for helping to calm and focus your mind. I love balancing postures during breaks when I feel like my mind is really scattered, like I've got a million things going on, and I need help just kind of reining it in and focusing. So that's what we're going to do for these next couple postures. So we'll start by just getting grounded in our low mountain. So bring your feet about hips width distance apart. And if you have shoes on or socks, that's totally fine. If you're bare feet, that's totally fine too. Regardless, try to pick up all of your toes off of the ground, spread them apart, and place them back down. And so if you're wearing shoes or socks, that might feel a little bit different, but you can still do it. So give it a try, and then really press through your feet. Push down into the ground. Bring your palms face forward, and let your shoulders open. So feel your shoulder blades roll back into your spine. And tuck your chin just a little bit. Lift up through the crown of your head and pull your belly button towards your spine. And so this low mountain posture here, this is the foundation that you want to keep through all the balancing postures that we're going to go into. So remember how this feels in your body, this grounding and stability. Great. And then you can release, come out of this shape. We'll go into eagle on our right side first. So press through your left foot. Bring your right leg over your left. Bend your left knee. You can bend it a little or a lot. It's totally up to you. Your right foot, you can keep touching on the ground. You can let it sort of hang out in space. If you do that, flex your toes back and squeeze your legs together. Or you might be able to wrap your foot all the way around. So you choose what feels best for you. Then take your arms out wide, palms face forward. Begin to cross your arms, right arm coming underneath. You can go all the way back, so you're grabbing your shoulders behind you and lifting your elbows up. Another thing you could try would be to bend your elbows and let the backs of your hands come together. And then the third option with your arms is you could wrap your bind all the way across and bring your palms to touch. Keep your gaze steady on one single point in front of you, ideally something that's not moving. And know that if you are falling and stumbling, that is part of the process. And so every time you fall, you just come right back. And it doesn't matter how many times you fall. What matters is that you keep coming right back up. So take one more breath. Exhale. And then release out of that side. Shake it out. Take any movement that you need. And then we'll go into eagle on the left side. Ground through your right foot. Bring your left leg up and over. Same options as before. You can rest your toe on the ground. This can be really stabilizing, and it can feel very grounding. So this is a great option. You could leave your foot sort of hanging out in space. If you do that, squeeze your legs together. Or you could wrap your leg all the way around. With your arms, start open arms. And then left arm comes all the way underneath. Wrap your arms around you. Reach for your shoulder blades. And if you can't grab them, no worries. Just reach as far as you can. Start to lift your elbows up and either stay just like this or bring the backs of your hands together. Last option would be to wrap all the way around, bringing your palms together. And then start to lift your elbows up. Press your arms away from you. Stay focusing on one single point. And remember, if you're wobbling and falling, it's totally part of the practice. That's why we call it yoga practice, not yoga perfect. And so it doesn't matter. You just keep coming back and trying again. Take one more breath. Exhale. And then release out of the shape. Shake it out. Take any movement that you need. And we'll go into one more that I think is a lot of fun, but it requires, again, a lot of focus. And so this one I tend to fall out of a lot. So you might have the same experience or differ, who knows. We'll start with our right foot. So we're gonna go into dancer on the right side. Your left foot stays on the ground, bend your right leg, reach for your right ankle with your hand, and then draw your knees in line with each other. So make sure your knee's not out wide, or see if you can pull it back in. Lift your left arm straight up. Focus on a single point in front of you, and then start kicking your foot into your hand. And so the action here comes all the way through your feet and your legs. Kick your foot into your hand. Kick it a little bit more, and then start to hinge forward from your waist. This is where I start to fall out of it, so you might have the same experience or different, but just keep working with it, keep trying. And so if you are like me and you've fallen, you just come right back in. Start with your foundation, always the foot that's grounded, focus there first, and then move into the shape. And so wherever you are here, we'll take 2 more breaths. Slow, deep inhale. Slow, deep exhale. 1 more breath. And exhale, come all the way out. Shake it out. Take any movement that you need in between. And we'll go to the other side, dancer on the left. Your right foot stays grounded. Bend your left leg, reach for your left ankle. Close your hips, close your knees. Right arm reaches up. On an inhale, start pushing your foot into your hand. So you just keep kicking as far as you can go. And as you do so, you'll naturally start to fold forward. So you can come down as far as you want. If you kick hard enough and far enough, eventually you will fall out. There's nothing you can do about it. So go until that happens and just see what it feels like. And then you kind of have a baseline and you can try it again. So we'll take 3 more breaths on this side, wherever you are. 2 more, big breath in, big breath out. Whoops, and last one, big breath in, big breath out. Release out of that side, shake it out. And there you go. You just did 4 balancing postures, 2 on each side. So come back to our low mountain where we started and just take a couple breaths to close this practice. Feet are hips width distance apart, palms face forward. Tuck your chin slightly, lift up through the crown of your head, and take a big breath in. Exhale. Do that 2 more times. Big breath in. These last 2 exhales, you can open your mouth and sigh out loudly. And do that 1 more time. Big breath in. Open mouth, exhale, sigh. Thank you guys so much for practicing with me today. And I hope that gave you a little bit of focus and calmness. And know that you can do that anytime you want. You don't even need a yoga mat. You can literally just stand up wherever you are and do a couple balancing postures on each side to sort of recenter and get grounded again. So thank you again, and I hope you have an awesome rest of your day.